What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Deuce Man Specs back with another video, man. As y'all see by the title, man, we got the best defensive badges in the game for season 5. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the video. As y'all see, man, ankle braces never it doesn't really work for me. I rocked it on bronze, I tried it on bronze, silver, gold. If someone has Hall of Fame tight handles, you'll get stunned. That's just how it is this year. Brick wall. Now if you're a big, if you can get this Hall of Fame, I would run it on Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? You play a lot of 4 to 5. You always want to play center. You want brick wall at the highest tier possible, just because when that guard runs into your screen, you're gonna drain a lot of his energy. And if that center doesn't help or know how to hedge, you know, your shot creator or your guard is gonna get open every time for a wide open 3 or fadeaway. Defensive leader, y'all know how it is. It's Hall of Fame or nothing. You want defensive leader all the way on Hall of Fame. It gives your teammates +4 boost, and you get to see the shot percentages from the offensive side of the ball. So you can see your opponent's hot spots, their highest shot percentage, and you know where they shoot the best at. Intimidator, you want Intimidator at the highest tier possible. Intimidator is probably the best defensive badge. Literally, if someone has Hall of Fame Intimidator and they got a chase down block behind you, your dude will actually miss the dunk. It'll go off the back iron and the ball will bounce out of bounds or whatever. So you want Intimidator at its highest tier. Pick Dodger, you can get away with running it on silver. If you got extra badge points, you know, I'll go ahead and run it on gold or Hall of Fame. But I think silver works best. You can slip through screens. And you really don't need it Hall of Fame, but if you got more defensive badge points, I would definitely use it Hall of Fame, just because in case if you run into a center with brick wall, Hall of Fame. Worm is an okay badge if you know how to use it. Basically, if you know how to time it correctly, you can wiggle around your center or the big man that's boxing you out, and you can snatch that board. You really need to know how to use this badge. I would rock it on silver. If I can get it on gold, gold works great. And again, we all know Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame is the best tier for most badges. Ball stripper, I run this on bronze. I get a lot of strips at the ones court, but you have to have a high steal rating for ball stripper to actually activate. So if your opponent's in the post and he pump fakes or he tries to take it up on you, you can get that steal easily with ball stripper. Chase down artist, that's a must-have badge, especially if you play a lot of 2s, 1s. You know, if you time the chase down right, you'll get a chase down block. I'm not sure how it is on last gen, but I know on current gen, you get a lot of chase down blocks if you time it correctly. Hustler, I typically just rock this on bronze, just because you know, you get a lot of animations with the steals. You get the bump and then you gotta run. It's, you know, 2K just added way too much. So I use Hustler on bronze just to get those offensive, defensive rebounds if I'm chasing it down. Menace really doesn't seem to, I really don't see a difference. But I mean, I run it anyway just because I play a lot of, if I'm on ball defense or you're locked down, you want to rock Menace probably at its highest tier. I run it on silver. I don't, in my opinion, it works, but I mean, it really doesn't do that big of a difference, right? If your guy know how to dribble and get open or whatnot, Menace really isn't going to affect him, and you know, in a huge way to where he can't, you know, you just clamping him up, you know what I'm saying? But if you got someone that's, you know what I'm saying, that can't really, you know, dribble or speed boost, then I would use Menace. So what it does is just drops your, if good defensive is played, it'll drop their attributes a certain amount of points if you're standing in front of them. Pickpocket is good this year, but you need a high steal rating. Yeah, at least a 90 steal rating threshold. I rock pickpocket on bronze and I get steals. I really feel like pickpocket at any tier works the same, but if I had to choose, I either rock it on bronze or Hall of Fame. I really wouldn't run it on silver or gold, because I feel like on bronze you get the same animations. So if it's up to me, it's either gonna be on bronze or Hall of Fame. Rim protector is a great badge, whether you play guard, center, big man, whatever the case may be. It helps you get blocked. Rim protector, I know last year, if you got teammates, it'll boost your takeover meter. It's probably still like that on last gen. I'm not sure if it's like that on current gen because I play a lot of ones court. I haven't ran 2s and 3s in like a month. So rim protector, it's a great badge, for paint D or whatnot. If you want to get a block, a good contest. But we all know how paint D is this year in 2K. Box doesn't really make a difference. If I'm a center though, I'll run it probably on silver, just to have it. But box really, if you know how to box out your opponent, you'll box out your opponent. All you gotta do is just time it correctly. And if they got worm and they time it correctly, they can wiggle around you, and they'll still get that, crash that board or whatnot. You'll still get horsed. Clamps, y'all know the vibes. Clamps probably the second best badge. You want to rock this as high as possible, especially if you're going to be on the perimeter playing against a guard or playing a lot of 2s. You got to have clamps equipped just because you're going to be playing on-ball defense, and it helps you stay in front of your opponent. We all know how terrible the sliding is this year in 2K, but clamps help your defense as much as possible, so you want to get that to the highest tier that you can equip it at. Interceptor, that's a good badge for 2s and 3s. I'll run it on silver. Bronze work, but it ain't crazy like on 2K20. You can just use it on bronze and get a good animation. This year, you gotta have it at a higher tier to get better animations. But silver, gold, for 2s and 3s, pro-am, rec, that's a great tier. Off-ball pass, I never use this badge in 2K. I'm not sure why this badge is in the game. I get why it's in the game, but no one ever uses it. I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't recommend using it. Unless you play a lot of. Basically, off-ball pass. If you're gonna guard a shooting guard, if you're gonna play, because typically at the 2s or 3s, it's gonna be a ball handler, lockdown, and then the center. That's the meta. So typically the lockdown and the center's gonna be setting screens, and then the lockdown's he's gonna be a 2-way, so he's gonna be spotting up. He's not gonna be running around a lot, so you don't need to really harass him and bump him around, which is what off-ball pass basically is. And I'm not even sure if it actually works at the park. I never tried it. But hey, feel free to try it in my career, or next time you play park. Run it on bronze, silver, just play around with it. Pogo stick is really Hall of Fame or nothing. Gold works, but it doesn't work as good as Hall of Fame. It's not as efficient when you time a double jump, especially if you try to get the chase down block and you do pump fake and try to go back up. It'll be like a half a second off. Half a second to a second off. With Hall of Fame, you going right back up to get that contest. So I would run that Hall of Fame. Tireless Defender this year is actually a good badge. I run this on gold. If you can get a Hall of Fame, I run a Hall of Fame. You don't lose energy as much as you do, as much as you did previous years. Tireless Defender is a great badge. You can try to reach. You won't lose that much stamina when you playing on-ball defense on the perimeter. That helps a lot. Like your stamina, you can hold LT and RT, L2, R2, and your stamina doesn't go down as bad. Or if you're in a post and a big man's backing you down, your stamina won't go down that bad. So I would run that, at highest tier. But anyway, that's just a little, the best defensive badges for season 5. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. We're on our road to 10K, man. And I'm gonna catch y'all boys on the next one, man. Peace.